Welcome to Junior Journalist TV. My name is Ziyi. Today we're interviewing Sean Kirkwood, STEAM specialist here at SAS. Hi, Mr. Kirkwood. Thank you for talking with us today.
Thank you, Ziyi. I'm really excited to share my experience here.
Okay. How many years have you worked at SAS?
Yeah. Altogether, I've worked 6 full years, and this is my 7th year at SAS.
Okay. Have you ever worked at another school?
Yeah, so I've worked, I started work in Australia at a school, and then I moved to China, then Japan, Singapore, America, and then back to Singapore.
Okay. Could you tell us what STEAM means?
Most certainly. So STEAM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, Art, and Math. And really what I think about it is a way to get people to make an experiment with things and try to understand how all those things work together. So a good example at the moment in grade 5, we're growing plants, and we're thinking about the science of plants, what makes plants grow, and in going through the process of trying to grow our own food, so vegetables, we start to learn about the science behind it, and there's aspects of math and engineering that come into that as well, and then some art along the way.
Okay. Out of all the crafts, what do you like the most?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked that. I brought an example today. So we have a laser cutter here at school, and a laser cutter, literally, it's like an automatic, you could think about it as an automatic scissors or an automatic saw. And I use it to make this little car here, and this car has little gears in it, and you can wind it up. And the great thing about the laser cutter is it's very, 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 very accurate. And so you can make little machines like this that work really well. But you can make them, like I said, really accurately. And the thing is, I just like to play around with it and see what sort of creations I can come up with. Can I tell you one more thing about the laser cutter that I love?
Yeah.
Yep. So you can cut lots of different materials. You can cut cardboard and paper. You can cut, this is made of plywood, so you can make cut ply. You can cut acrylic, which is like a type of plastic. But you can also cut materials. So if you're going to make, let's say you're going to make a teddy bear out of felt, you could cut the felt out with a laser cutter. It's super, super accurate.
Okay. How did you learn to craft with different materials? Did you have a teacher show you?
Yeah, for sure. So I was thinking about it today, and I actually brought some photos with me just because I thought it'd be fun to share. So this is my mum, and she's like really crafty. And so is my dad. My dad used to work on cars a lot when I was young and do a lot of woodwork. My mum did a lot of crafts like sewing and knitting and things like that. And I've just had a lot of people in my life that have asked if I wanted to be involved in making opportunities. And so that's really how I've learned more than anything. Even when I got married, my wife's family, they're all big makers too, and they helped me learn a lot of things about woodwork and stuff. And so I brought this photo in as well. This is my son, and this is up in the makerspace in the library. He's only 3, but I think that it's really important to help people learn to make things. So I like to bring him into school sometimes to give him a chance to make things as well, kind of the way I did when I was young as well.
How many times have you done 3D printing?
Yeah, 3D printing, I've done a fair bit. I don't do it a lot. It's sometimes with 3D printing, the program that you have to use, the 3D modeling programs, can be very hard to learn. This is one that I was kind of proud of. I made this using Tinkercad, which we use at school. And it's just like a little container. I put pencils and things on my desk, but I was really happy with the way it came out. It looks nice, it has this nice repeating pattern in it.
Okay. What was the biggest project you did? How long did it take? And what was the material you used?
You may have seen that I have a photo here.
Yes.
So this is a photo of when I lived in America. We had bought a house that did not have a shed at the back, and I was really excited to build a shed. And so this is the shed that I built. It took about maybe 4 or 5 months. I was kind of doing on the weekend after school. And but I was really proud of the way it came out. This is me and my son when we had put the walls up, but we hadn't put the roof on yet. And it took a long time. I learned so much about woodwork and how to measure things accurately, how to be patient because sometimes things go wrong. But in the end, it came out really good. I used some recycled windows that were kind of looked old, like our house. We had a very old house. And yeah, at the end of it, the thing I loved the most was I was so proud of myself that I had been able to build something that was really big.
Okay. What is the class you like the most to teach out of all the grades?
definitely third grade, your class specifically, see, because you're in there. No. I might add, I tell you what I do love is I love teaching people to make things. So whether that's with kindergarten or whether it's with grade 5, I love getting my hands on different materials and trying to make them into new things. So.
If students want to learn more about STEAM, what should they do?
Yeah, I saw this question earlier and I thought this is a really great question because I have an opinion about it. I kind of think getting involved in STEAM is really about making things and experimenting, and when you see something you're curious about, doing a bit of research and seeing if there's some way you can get involved in it, asking questions. So coming to your art teachers or your STEAM teachers when you have a question or an idea and just seeing if it's possible you can get involved in it some way. And apart from that, I think just really it's about making things and getting involved and doing stuff.
Yeah. Is there anything else you would like to tell our audience?
I would like to leave off by just saying I love my job here at Singapore American School. I love working with all the students here and getting to make things and experimenting with different science and making an art activities all together. We have an amazing art team. Would you agree?
Yes.
Our teachers here at SAS are pretty amazing.
Definitely.
So I love working here. I love the students, and thank you very much for working with me.
Okay. Thank you for speaking with us at Junior Journalist TV.
Bye.
Why do you have a pencil behind your ear?
That's cool. Thank you, Ziyi. That's a funny thing. A lot of people ask me about it. I do pretty much have a pencil behind my ear almost all the time. And it comes from, I have a friend that I used to work with. He always had a pencil behind his ear. And he had a student come up to him one day and say to him, "Hey, Mr. Tiffin, I'm a maker now too," because he had a pencil behind his ear. And I think the thing I love about having a pencil for is that you never know when a good idea is going to come along. And it's pretty easy to find paper or something to write on, but it's not always easy to find a pencil. And so I like to have it here just because then when I get an idea, I can grab it. But I wanted to show you this too. This is my little maker notebook, and I take it with me everywhere. When I have an idea, it doesn't matter how kind of big or silly or little it is, I write it down. So like, there are things in here, like this is a little robot that I want to kind of make one day. I write down like to-do lists of things I need to get done. These were some little like little grabber arms that I made for some robotic kits that we have. And so just having, I think, if you want to be a maker, or you want to be an artist, or you want to be a really good person involved in STEAM, I think having some sort of notebook like this is a great idea. But even just making sure you write down your ideas when you have them, like draw a picture, write down a comment, so you don't forget, because it's easy to forget ideas, but it's not always easy to find them.